Hi everyone, this is Daniel Scranton. This is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. And now I'm going to channel for you. Blessings! We are Thymus. We are the collective of ascended masters. We know that it sometimes looks like humanity is not making any progress whatsoever there on Earth. We know that it is easy to look at your planet and your situation as a collective through that particular lens. And of course, it's easy to do that because whenever there is a problem of any kind, you tend to focus much more on the problem than you do on the solution. And many people feel that finger pointing is the way to get past a problem that you are having. If there is someone who is to blame for the problem, then if enough people call that person or that government or that corporation or bank out, then certainly they will change. That is the philosophy anyway. But as you can see, it does not work. And when you notice that there are still shootings and wars and poverty and pollution and bigotry and hate on your planet, of course, that is present for you to use and to grow from. Those of you who are awake can be the solution. You can be the peace. You can help all of your fellow humans by asking yourself how you can change and what you can do to become the solution to the issue at hand, no matter what it is. You can always ask yourself how you can be more compassionate, more loving, more forgiving, more accepting of others. You can always carry more peace in your hearts and send more healing out to all who are in need of it. These are the things that you have the power to do. Now, you can also look within and ask yourself who it is in your life that you are fighting against. You can ask yourselves who you are in resistance to. And you can stop fighting and stop resisting. And you can start loving and forgiving. Because you need to do those things if you want to raise your vibration to a higher frequency and go beyond where you are right now. There is always something for you in whatever it is that is going on in the so-called outside world. It is all you, really. And it is all there so that you can ask yourselves the very important question of, how can I respond to this in the same way that source energy would, or source energy does? Because, of course, source energy is responding to everything that is happening with non-physical arms wide open. Source is accepting everything and everyone as they are, loving unconditionally, and inviting all home to the light. So wherever it is that you can see that there is a need for more light and more love on your planet, send it. And be it in your interactions with the other humans that you come in contact with every single day. Let yourselves go to a higher level of consciousness, even as people continue to squabble over their petty differences all around you. Being of a different political persuasion than someone else is a petty difference, especially when you take into account how much you all have in common with one another. And not only at the human level. At the non-physical level, it is very hard to tell the difference between any of us. And therefore, it is time for everyone on the planet to recognize your similarities and to realize that you all want the same things. Now, you can volunteer to be that which you want to see in the world outside of you. And you can inspire others to do the same. Or you can go into a state of despair, finger point, blame, and lose all hope. The choice is yours, and it is always yours. And we know that you are choosing right now who you want to be, how you want to respond, and what you want to send out to your fellow humans. And we know that it is not bullets or bombs. We know that it is love, compassion, peace, healing, and forgiveness. Because we know who you really are. And we know that when you are attracted to the likes of us, that we are inspiring you to be your best selves. That is all for now. We are Thymus, we are the collective of Ascended Masters, and we are always amongst you. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Namaste. Many blessings to you and yours. I hope you enjoyed that video. I know it's for those of you who aren't aware of this, there was a shooting in the US in Utah of a man who was a political activist, and he was shot and he died. And he was a husband and a father of 2 small children, and it's a terrible tragedy, and yet another shooting in the U.S. where I used to live, and so it affects us all, of course. Affects us all in very real ways. So of course Thymus was going to address it, even though because he was a political figure, I personally like to stay away from politics when it comes to this stuff. But there are some things that obviously they're going to speak on, and without mentioning this man's name, his name was Charlie Kirk. They were obviously addressing that horrible event that happened in the United States in front of a large crowd of tens of thousands of people. So, yeah, so on a less somber note than that, I have some announcements to make about upcoming events. I have a spiritual business course that I'm offering, a 3-week course on Zoom, 1 hour each week, the 14th, 21st, and 28th. And it's danielscranton.com/business course, or just click down below at the description, or the link in YouTube subscription rather. And I hope to see you there. And if you can't make it, you still can attend by the recordings of the videos that will be made and sent out several hours after each class ends. I'll be teaching everything that I know, that I've learned from doing over the past 15 years and coming to this place of being able to support myself doing this work. So it's a topic that I love talking about, I love thinking about, and sharing with other people, because I want to see other people succeed too. So that's coming up. And then on the 16th, a beginner's group channeling class at danielscranton.com/learn. That's 2 hours on Zoom, also recorded, where I teach you everything I know about channeling and how to do it. And then I walk you through doing it in the second hour of the class. And again, 2 hours on Zoom recording sent out after. Then on the 17th, I have a CE5 event, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, with Rob Gauthier, the special guest, who will be joining me, the ET Whisperer. He channels Treb, he channels Eridif, he channels all kinds of different ET beings. A new one that I just saw, I was talking about, who I forget the name of, but it had Moogie in it, not Moogie, but Moogie. So Rob's great. I love Rob to death, and he's agreed to join me for this event, CE5, on the 17th at danielscranton.com/ the letter C, the letter E, and the number 5, and no dashes in there. And there's the link again down below. Then I have my upcoming, what is it called? Life coaching certification course, where I will teach you everything I know about coaching people, and how to run that, and how to help people with a variety of different problems, because obviously I don't just work as a channel, I also work as a mentor and a coach, and I love doing that too. I love talking to people, so I wanted to offer my own course about how to do it. And it's a mega course, which means it's 9 classes, 2 hours each class. There's a payment plan available, so you can pay 1/10 of the total price and make 10 installments of $55.56 to get to the total of it. And that starts on the 25th. And that's at danielscranton.com/life coach. So those will be my announcements. You may be able to hear the girls in the background there, my wife and daughter. They're obsessed with the Wicked soundtrack. They play it constantly these days. So I have the song Popular stuck in my head like all the time. And I like it. I like the music, but it is a lot to hear it over and over again. At least it's not Barney, I keep telling myself. At least it's not Barney that I listen to on repeat here in this house. So I hope you guys are all doing well, and I love you all, and I hope you're all going to have a great weekend. I'll have a couple days off, and I'll be back on what is Sunday in the US, and that will that be the start of the spiritual business course? I'm not sure. But I've made a video about it too, and put it in my YouTube channel lineup of videos if you want to watch that there. I thank you again for watching. Please do subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you back here again real soon. Okay, bye.